All right, happy Friday night, everybody. Hope you're warm wherever you are. First off, right off the bat, hope you're warm, safe, and all your family and loved ones are the same way. It is going to be a little bit of a wintry weekend here in West Texas, so it's going to impact Texas Tech and Houston in basketball. Already has on a game time change and everything else. So we're going to kind of dance around sports and weather and menus and food and anything else and weather and find out what you're doing tonight, how it's going where you are as the broadcast goes along. I'm just glad you're there. I'm glad you're out there hanging out with us in the Hat Creek Interior studios tonight. That's all right. Corey Flanagan and his crew there at Hat Creek Interiors in Lubbock, 10101 South Slide Road, the showroom. They're ready to get you the best Western style furniture, accessories, anything you can think of. They've got it. So if you're not in Lubbock, check out the website, hatcreekinteriors.us. They ship to you. You can order right there. Go to their Facebook page. It's really good. All right. So Texas Tech and Houston, round two. Will the Red Raiders avenge the loss in Houston tomorrow afternoon at 1 o'clock? Yes or no? Weather's real. How's it going where you are? You tell us tonight. And I'm going to tell you right now, I don't want to hear anybody ripping Texas Tech fans for not being at the game tomorrow or not being at game day, ESPN game day. I don't want to hear any of that. And then let's talk about what you're having this weekend. The panic buying was real. So what did you guys go buy that you're going to cook? What's going to be on the menu this weekend? Every Friday, most Texan thing you did this week, I put insulation tape on pipes outside while wearing a t-shirt because it was so hot leading up to the frigid temperatures. We're at Lance Allworth, by the way, right now. That's where we were. We're at Deion Sanders. Earlier this hour, we're at Lance Allworth right now. Bambi temperatures. In the NFL, who you got? By the way, I got Denver. I got Rams. In 3, in 2. Good evening, West Texans, all you good, fine, friendly folks out there who wish you were. I'm glad you're here. Glad you're with us tonight on the daily broadcast coming from the Hat Creek Interior Studios. Everybody jumps in on the United Supermarkets chat line. Hey, they were great this week. They were stocked. They had stuff, no matter what you might have seen on Facebook. I got in and out a couple of times in under like 15 minutes, getting what I needed to get. Self-checkout, by the way, only way to go. So thank you, United Supermarkets, and they're the only ones around here that serve West Texas and then put their names on things at Texas Tech as opposed to the ones who might come in here and take your money and send it down to Austin. Also tonight, brought to you by Ultra Exteriors. I mean, Hat Creek Interiors got the inside of the house decorated, but you got to look good outside. Window treatments, yeah. Siding, they can do that. Roof, yeah, they can do that. Maybe you want to do an outdoor kitchen or something cool, they can do that. Or how about a bathroom remodel, kitchen remodel? Not just exteriors, ultra exteriors is ultra good around the whole house. All right, let's get it going tonight. Get on the United Supermarket chat line. Where are we going to start tonight? Everybody gets in free thanks to United Supermarkets on all of our social media platforms. Ryan Hyatt's Raiderland. It's easy to get to us on Twitter at Ryan Hyatt Media. Easy to find us on YouTube, Ryan Hyatt's Raiderland. If you're on YouTube, hit like, hit share, and subscribe. Don't cost nothing. And then, of course, Facebook, Ryan Hyatt's Raiderland. Alan, I saw a granny pull a Glock 9 at Market Street in DFW over cat food. If you love your cat enough, right, you're going to do that. I mean, I did get cat food today. I truly did. I was like, well, better get some more. Alan, again on our YouTube channel, 1995 Zach Thomas with rain here in Tarrant County. So 35 degrees with rain in Tarrant County. We were sitting at 19 or so in Lubbock proper, I believe. Out where I am, it might be a little different, but doesn't really matter. Just glad you guys are out there. Hope everybody's being well. Want to hear from you tonight. Jump in on the United Supermarket chat line. Thoughts on the game tomorrow? Do you think Texas Tech can beat Houston? Is home court advantage the deal in this thing? That down there, they held you off late. Their freshmen went off, had a little deal going on, and knock down some shots. Does that change here? You know, does Toppin and Anderson change that dynamic in Lubbock? You're still not very deep at all. I'm talking about Texas Tech basketball, not you. You guys are incredibly deep thinkers. Does that change the aspect here? I give Tech about 3.5 points home court advantage in college basketball. That's really big, by the way. But I really think they get it. How much of that is going to be compromised by the weather? One more time, I'm going to say it. Nobody rip anybody, and nobody rip the Tech fans for not being there tomorrow at 1 o'clock, because at that point, you're looking at icing overnight, maybe snow, crappy weather. It's just not easy to get there, okay? So nobody be ripping Tech fans for that. Jeff jumps in on YouTube. Right now, it's Raiderland. He's shared it. I know he has. He's invited people in. As a proud member of the Real 12th Man, Seahawks versus Patriots in the Super Bowl. Of course, the Seattle, was it? Yeah, Seattle sued A&M over the 12th man deal. I don't know who won. I've still got Rams and I've got Denver. Craig, the talking box is officially on. Indeed, it is. Going back old school, back in the days of Periscope, the talking box is on. Me and David Collier. Maybe Collier will jump in tonight. I don't know. If he's not torturing people who work in his office, making them be outside, he might jump on. Texas Tech will beat Houston, and the Pats and Rams will prevail. Haven't we already seen that Super Bowl? Bronco Rams, give me something different. Speaking of give me something different, what's on your menu? What did you guys run out and spend all your money on and storm the stores for that you're gonna make, you're gonna eat? Now, the first thing on our menu tonight, my wife made spaghetti. She makes great spaghetti. It's wonderful. My mom loves the spaghetti. I'm not a spaghetti guy. That's okay. What's on your menu this weekend? What did you go to the store and get? Robert Delgado. It's Terry Bradshaw agrees in Borger. I can hear the sleet, by the way, hitting outside the Hat Creek Interior Studios right now. What's your temperature? Where are you? Yeah. So what's on the menu this weekend? What are you going to make? You've had all this time to lay in provisions. You've had all this time to put together stuff. At some point, I'm going to do chili cheese dogs. Maybe tonight. I don't know. Got it ready to go, but I could also punt and do a frozen pizza tonight. I could have half of that and save it and have that for breakfast, whatever. I don't. It's all good. We got this spaghetti going on. I know she has lasagna. My wife has lasagna ready to go. I bought all that stuff. Let's see. Off the Facebook page, Ryan Heights Raiderland on Facebook. Craig gets in on the United Supermarket chat line. Crock-pot chicken taco soup. Okay, give me crock-pot. I'm with you on the crock-pot. Chicken taco soup. Maybe get a little bit more at that. Our man Jeff there on YouTube. It's already down to Troy Aikman outside of St. Louis. But is it like wet Troy Aikman? Never mind. Robert's just going to give us a score prediction. 59-63 Houston tomorrow. I would say flip it around. That's what I think it's going to be. I think this game's going to be played first one to 66-67. I think that'll be Texas Tech at home. Texas Tech's played great basketball. They actually played great basketball down at Houston. Houston, though, playing them is like going to the dentist, man. It's like getting a tooth taken out. And it's going to be a struggle. You're not going to be able to score 80 or 90 points. So give me 66-67 tomorrow. And it's going to be early in the day. It's going to be cold. Houston in town tonight. Don't know where they're staying. Maybe the Overton. That'd suck if the power went out for them, wouldn't it? Wouldn't that suck? Yeah, I'm just saying. I I think this game is right where Robert has it, but Tech on the other side. Craig on Facebook, right at Raiderland. It's a new recipe that I'm trying. We'll let you know how it turns out. All right. On the menu items this week for everybody who is dealing with the cold weather and everything else in West Texas and beyond, visiting with us on the United Supermarket chat line. They'll be open tomorrow, unless they physically can't be open, they'll be there. Also brought to you by Ultra Exteriors as we work in the Hat Creek Interior Studios. Hat Creek takes care of the inside. Ultra Exteriors, everything else. Your thoughts on Tech in Houston tomorrow? I don't know if we got anybody intending to go to the ESPN game day deal tomorrow, but here's the deal. I hate that this has turned out this way for game day because they're going to open up the doors at 8:00, and I'm hoping that the students on campus roll out at 7:00 in the morning, bleary eyed, freezing cold, and tromp their way over there because this just sucks. That you get ESPN game day for basketball and you got some of the worst weather you've had in the last 5, 6, 7 years. Can't do anything about it. And I believe that the students will show up. I really do. I think they'll be there in the morning. But you would have had on a normal, decent weather day in late January, you would have had townspeople and everything else. Well, that's probably not going to happen. Now Texas Tech has opened up the arena basically to say, hey, you can hang out, you can stay around when you get here. You can't stay in the lower bowl or whatever. We go on a concourse. Or, they're not going to kick everybody out. So that's a good thing. Tech's doing everything they can to preserve the integrity of the ticket buying public for the game and the people coming in to do the ESPN game day. I would say just throw open the doors at this point right now. If I'm Texas Tech, I would just say anybody who can get here to the game until we have no seat for you, you can come in starting at 8:00 for game day. You can stay all day long. We'll have hot chocolate. We'll give you free hot dogs. And we're just so freaking glad you're here. You can stay for the game. And if season ticket holders, we got to move around a little bit or whatever, and you just got to have somebody sitting by you that don't normally sit by you, get over it and just be glad that people are out there. That it should 100% be anybody who can get there gets to go to this game tomorrow free. And I would say in this day and age, you can probably do some sort of electronic scan or something and say, you know what, you get to go to another game free later on this year. But for tomorrow, this is the biggest home game you're going to play. This game could be the difference between you being a 4 seed or a 3 seed in the NCAA tournament. And Tech should be doing everything they can. I'm not saying they're not. I'm not throwing anybody under the bus at Texas Tech before anybody gets their little what's up in a what. Chill. But I'm saying you can do this. You have a 15,000 seat arena. There will not be 15,000 people there tomorrow if the weather is doing what it's doing. It ain't going to happen. So tomorrow, you just throw open the door. I don't care if a bunch of homeless people show up. Give them a hot dog and a hot chocolate and tell them to go crazy. Keep your shirt on. Keep your shirt on, Johnny. But Texas Tech should 100% let anybody who wants to go to the game tomorrow go. 100%. All right. All right, let's go back to some of the comments on the United Supermarkets chat line. Chili tomorrow, potato soup on Sunday. Describe the potato soup. The Irish, they didn't like it. Jeff, Tech wins. Toppin, Anderson, Atwell are too much for Cougar High. Look at that, he's dropping the Cougar High. Dropping the Cougar High, 1976 again. Meanwhile, Craig, Tech 74, Little Kitty 70, a little higher scoring, maybe could get there if there's a bunch of fouling at the end. A lot of fouling at the end. I really think this thing is still played in the 60s. I think the shooting is going to be crappy tomorrow in the first half. And here's another reason why. All right, they can't get on the floor because of ESPN Game Day, so they're going to shoot in the gym. They're going to take shoot around in the practice gym. I assume that's what they're going to do. So because of ESPN Game Day, you lose the ability to come in and have a normal shoot around. Both teams will be a little off. Inside information right there for those who are paying attention. Chris, wife is making 15 bean soup with sausage in a crock pot. Okay. Jan, plan on being there. I hope you can get there. Be safe, though. Be smart, be safe. Chili tomorrow. We're talking about menus for this Snowmageddon, Icemageddon, Coldmageddon, what we used to call winter. Joseph on Facebook. Chili tomorrow, ground turkey and vegetable soup Sunday. Ooh. Big fat center cut pork chops, ready to come in off the bench. Call them in, get them in. Let's go. We're going. We want the chops. Get it in. Get the chops in. Robert Christopher on Facebook. Ryan Heights Raiderland. Same thing on our YouTube channel, Ryan Heights Raiderland. Free, subscribe. We're so close to 700. Can you guys not be there this weekend? Can my YouTube people not get me over 700? That's all you got to do. Just share and invite people. Checking in from South University. If this area were a continent, what we call it, Siberia and frozen tundra have all ever been spread. Hoth. You're living in Hoth right now. You're at Hoth. Robert, menudo or homemade chicken soup? Talk to me about the menudo. Actually, my son would love the menudo. My son loves menudo. Barbara getting in, made green chili stew today. Not a big stew guy, more of a soup or chili. The stew. That's good though. Stew is kind of, I'm like, can I get some? Now, not all stews are created equally. JCTT. Some of y'all work hard on your meals. Don't let Hyatt put you down. Palate of 15-year-old. Palate of a 15-year-old. No, sure, not talking about me. I have a very adept palate. Subtle, some might say. Man, I can eat good stuff. I mean, you're talking to a guy who's had a calamari steak and enjoyed it. I can braise things. My palate, you wouldn't stand a chance. All right. What's really the difference between stew and soup anyway? Meat content, I would say first and foremost. Meat content, and then we get into a ratio of vegetable content to the actual vegetable to the gruel ratio. So it's a meat gruel, vegetable gruel ratio, Alan, I will text you the potato soup recipe. I will text you my wife's cheesy hash brown potato soup recipe that also includes German sausage, which is just stupid really good. I mean, it's like you almost want to put it between. It's a soup so stout. You want to put it between two pieces of sourdough or rye bread and just slam it in there and eat it that way. That's how good it is. Woo. Cheesy hash brown potato soup with German sausage. Talking about what's on your menu this weekend. Where are we right now, temperature-wise? Well, let's find out. Here in West Texas, let's go to the Mesonet. And officially in Lubbock on the Mesonet, we're at Don Meredith. Still at Bambi in Wolforth at 19 degrees. If you want to know what it's doing in Canyon, it's Troy Aikman up there north of there. Yeesh. It's going to get chilly tonight. Barbara, it's hot taste-wise. The thickness makes it stew versus soup. I think that's what we're getting to, that there's that thickness of the meat of everything you put in there, that you got a little more this than that. I'm a little more that than this. I'm more soup guy than a stew guy. Uh, Robert Christopher Hoth, I like. Oddly enough, we're making Hoth crockpot chili with Hoth burgers in reserve. Hoth lager will transition to Hoth stout later in the evening. Just be careful, all right? Get your tauntauns in. We don't have to slice any of those things open and, sleep inside it during the cold night. I mean, the tauntaun was highly underrated, efficient, force multiplier there for the rebels. And then all of a sudden you got to go and take your lightsaber and slice it in the middle, and you got to crawl inside your tauntaun. Nobody wants to do that. Don't want to do that tonight. Nobody be crawling in your tauntaun, all right? Get the tauntauns in tonight. I would pay $100 to hear I would pay $100 to hear any meteorologist in Lubbock on TV tonight say, and make sure you get your tauntauns in tonight. Jeff is up there in St. Louis. Now down to John Elway. No pre-sip until tomorrow morning. That's where we're all over the place here in West Texas. What I'm saying, nobody needs to be ripping on Tech fans if they're not at game day tomorrow or not at the game even. We got ice, we got snow, we got sleet, we got all sorts of crap going on. It ain't good around here. All right. Barbara talking about thickening up your stew. A little tomato paste is good. Tomato paste will do it. You can actually throw in, like you're making a chili, a little masa. I would highly recommend like V8 or a spicy like clamato or something like that on spicy tomato juice if you want to do that. But yeah, the tomato paste, a little masa if you want to do that, and then jack it up, go from there. JCTT, soup is something, broth, simple, drink the crap. Lubbock, no power outages, no limbs to fall. Rest of us have to plan for grilling in the cold. Actually, I think you're going to see some freezing limbs falling while we're out of this. And the power outages, well, that's going to completely depend upon ERCOT now for a lot of people in Lubbock. I am not on ERCOT, so we're good. I hope we can go without any power outages in Lubbock. But I think if they occur, it won't be because of what's going on in Lubbock. It'll be because of what's going on downstate. Chris, we are at Troy Aikman in Canyon. Hang in there. I'm trying to think who wore number 8 when my dad was coaching at Canyon in the 1970s. And it wasn't Jeff Weisbart because I think he wore number 7. And I cannot think who was wearing number 8. Just crossed the Benny Barnes line. Great Dallas Cowboy. Just starting to drift down now into those lower 30s. Getting colder. You look at some of the numbers and everything, you're like, okay, so like who wore 29? Nobody wore 29. 28, Woodson. 27, you get into these weird numbers. It's not easy to do. Yeah. By the way, it's Tiffany Amber Thiessen's birthday today. She's 52 years old. She was on that Saved by the Bell show that we were aware of, me and my college roommate, but we were just enough older where it was a high school kid show, It's like, no, it's a high school kid show. Knew about it, but it wasn't like a thing in our world. Now, if you go to my brother's generation, just dropped down about 4.5, 5 years lower, apparently that was a big deal. So Tiffany Amber, 52, happy birthday to her. How much time we got? Now, I'll get into that next week. We'll get into that next week. NFL. I got Denver. Coming up on Sunday. I do. Nothing against Drake May. My son's going to fight me on this. Jarrett Stidham. I thought there was a huge overreaction. And even if I just played Denver catching the points, that might be enough. But I am really leaning Denver on this game Sunday afternoon. And then the Rams in Seattle. You can't get me to roll with Sam Darnold as a Super Bowl quarterback. I'm sorry, I can't do it. It's on principle, nothing else. Seattle's the better team. But the Rams are the better team when they play their best. Will they play their best Sunday evening? I guess we're going to find out. You get to tune in and do that. But there ain't no way in hell you're going to get me losing money on Darnold. I'll lose it on the Rams before I lose it on Darnold. But I really do think Denver is going to beat New England and Drake May. We'll find out. We'll get to see it all together. All right, let's roll through some more comments before we get out of here tonight. We're finding out tonight what's on your menu. The super cold weather coming in, Snowmageddon, Ice-mageddon, everything taking place right now. A few more minutes left with you. Hold on, I got to roll up here. All right. Jeff on our YouTube channel, everyone subscribe. We need to get to 700 subscribers. Don't cost nothing. So invite your friends. It would have been great to have a full house of students to add to the toughest team wins mantra. Toughest team, toughest fans. Hey, tough is great. Tough is wonderful. That's a great thing to put on a t-shirt and everything. But when you can't freaking drive down the road, when it's 12 degrees, all this bullshit about tough and everything, yeah, no, don't work. Sorry. So, and I know you're not saying that. I'm just preemptively saying anybody who rips Lubbock for not having a full house tomorrow, you don't know. You just don't know. Chris, she was also on Beverly Hills 90210.51085, talking about Tiffany Amber Thiessen. Yeah, she was. Cute kid. JC Double T, Hitchkes, great line. You don't know how small a degree is until you only have 3 of them. Here's DeNorm. One of the best and least known color commentators on Texas Ranger TV broadcast in 1989 and 90. I think it was 2 years. Him and Brad Sham worked together on the Rangers broadcast on HSE, Home Sports Entertainment. You know, and Hitchkes was great with just, you know, the trend numbers and everything else. And I can't do the Hitchkes voice anymore. It's just, it's too high. I can't do it. Brad, I want you to, Brad, listen to me. Now, yesterday, the sun came up in the east. 2 days before, sun came up in the east. Day before, sun came. That's 3 days in a row. That's a trend. Rafael Palmeiro, I can't do it, but Hitchkes was great on baseball. He really was. How much snow? Oh, Jamie jumping in on our Facebook channel, I believe, from the beautiful north to the future in Alaska. How much snow have y'all gotten? Like this much. Snow's not going to start until overnight. We got a warm nose going on right now. So we got the fetch of moisture and a warm nose that's causing the upper level cold temperatures as the water comes down to then heat back up, and it's not turning to snow. So it's turning to rain. Now, tomorrow, overnight in West Texas, between 2 to 4 a.m., depending on where you live, it's going to turn to snow. About 10 to 11 tomorrow, there's going to be a stretch where it's going to kind of clear out for a little bit. And then about 1 or 2 in the afternoon, it's going to come back and drop a hammer on you, a snow hammer on you. So Lubbock North could be looking at 6 to 7, 8 inches. Lubbock South, 2 to 4. But the fascinating thing is that little warm nose, the temperature and gradient coming in under everything. Oh, and go Broncos. Yeah, I'm with you. Go Broncos. JC Double T. Bryles, old Bumblebee quarterback or Yellow Jacket? Ed Bryles? Ed Biles. Old Texas Tech man. Hey, Ryan, just got in here. In Tulsa, Sapulpa, we are looking at 8 to 14 inches of snow on the new update. All right, go there to the pipeline, and the pipeline will be hot and warm. Just get under the pipeline, run it through Sapulpa. It'll be warm. Money changer, 14 is 60. I'm always fascinated by people who have numbers at the end of their deal. You know, like, where does it come from? Denver to win or cover. Don't think they will win, but I hope they do. Cover, yeah, I'll take the cover. I mean, that's kind of where I am right now. I'm taking the points. I wish I'd got in at 5.5. I wish I'd bought in on Denver right when the Bo Nix news came out and the market overreacted and everybody's acting like Bo Nix is Josh Allen or Patrick Mahomes. But I didn't. So we're sitting here looking at 4.5. What are we looking at right now? So yeah, field goal game. I think if you're going to do that, really, truly, just go money line. Get your money. Robert Christopher, Davis Webb still with Denver? Yes. He hadn't taken a job anywhere else. Joseph, I got Denver and LA Sunday. Sam Darnold will hack up a couple of interceptions. Denver will win with time management. What time we got here? You gonna tell me? Sean, what are we doing here? It's cool. We're managing time. JCWT Grant is pushing folks to donate back tickets online. Good, whatever. Do anything. Let people freaking in. Free. Merle Harmon, not Merle Harmony, but yeah, Merle Harmon. Still love his Ryan 5,000 strikeout score sheet. Yeah, Merle Harmon was another great guy. I never met him. Never met Merle Harmon, but on Home Sports Entertainment, calling the Rangers games, late 80s into the early 90s. Wish I could have met him. Actually, I think no, I didn't meet him. You know. JCWT, no stream a Steamville kid. Yeah, Jarrett Stidham, whatever. I don't care. Money don't care where he comes from. And then Old Texas Tech, man, please, everyone, keep your pets safe. God dang right. Get them in, keep them warm, and if something shows up around your house, open your garage door, let them in, keep them warm. All right? It's only for a couple of days. You can let them out after that. All right. I guess David Collier's not going to come on the show tonight, so that's going to pretty much ruin my evening and everything else. Now, here's the deal. Bonus coverage tomorrow. Because the game got moved up, we will have Raiderland Round Ball Rewind tomorrow, brought to you by Live Life Well Clinic of Lubbock, Texas. Of course, headed up by a great Red Raider, Dr. John Skelton. So we will be with you tomorrow to talk about Texas Tech and Houston after the game is over, preview everything going on in the NFL and everything else. So, hey, you guys, you're in luck. All the weather stuff kind of worked out for you. We're going to have a live show and have a chance to hang out tomorrow afternoon. So probably around tip off at 1 o'clock, so about 3 o'clock or so, we're going to hit you live with a little bit of Round Ball Rewind brought to you by Live Life Well Clinic of Lubbock, Texas. I want you to do a couple of things for us tonight if you can. Share this with your friends on Twitter at Ryan Hyatt Media, on our YouTube channel, Ryan Hyatt's Raiderland, on Facebook, Ryan Hyatt's Raiderland. If you could do that, that would be fantastic. And if you could carve out a little time tomorrow after the game, let's sit around and talk about it. That would be epic as well. So there you go. Oh, man, he shows up late, so we got to do this. Well, if you had the earmuffs, one of the reporters had there on Texas Size News, be okay. And Jamie, you guys stay safe. Stay off the ice. Tune in tomorrow. Thank you so much. All right. Y'all are the best. We appreciate it. And like Jamie says, all the way from Alaska, everybody stay safe. Be smart. Don't do stupid stuff. And eat good food. And we'll see you tomorrow on Round Ball Rewind after Texas Tech and Houston wrap up tomorrow afternoon there at United Supermarkets Arena. Share this. Put it out there. We're going to be with you on Twitter, X, at Ryan Hyatt Media, all that stuff. And we will have our daily dose of West Texas on our Facebook page.